All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we're talking about TSLY. We're talking about the Yieldmax Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF, the 55% payer, because guess what, guys? They just announced that on February 13th, 2 days ago, that they're going to be doing a 1-to-2 stock split. That's right, TSLY, the Yieldmax Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF, will do a reverse stock split. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go over exactly what this means, what is going to happen to TSLY's share price, what is going to happen to the amount of shares you have, what will happen to the dividends of TSLY, and we'll get into everything like that. It's not as crazy as you guys think. This is something that I kind of planned for way in advance. I made a video a long time ago saying that TSLY might go to zero, and you guys didn't really like that. I kind of explained the topic that maybe TSLY might introduce a reverse stock split when the stock gets down to about $5 or so, but they decided to do it a couple days ago, February 13th. It will come into effect on February 26th, but we will get into all that in this video. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do remember, this is our subscriber check, 4,123 subscribers. Look at this, 1, 2, 3. There's no better way to put it right there. Now, our last video did fantastic, so I want to say thank you to everyone who watched that. Today, we're talking about TSLY stock split, which is really crazy, guys, because we mentioned this a long time ago on the channel. I didn't think it was going to happen so soon, but it's happening now. So, what I do want to show you here is, you can see here, February 13th, they made the announcement. They're going to do a 2-to-1 stock split, meaning that for every share that you have, you can basically divide that by 2, and that's the amount of shares you're going to have later. So look at this. My TSLY portfolio, I have 140 shares. So what they're going to do, taking my amount of shares, we're going to divide your amount of shares by 2. This is the stock split that they're doing. So on February 26th, you're then going to have, which is the date here of the reverse stock split, February 26th, you are then going to have 70 shares. I will then have 70 shares. And then TSLY's stock price is going to double. So if it's at $19.12, it's going to go to $18.24, for example. So in theory, your principal amount, your market value is not going to change at all for TSLY. The only thing that's going to change is your amount of shares. I have 140 shares. That will go down to 70 shares. It is going to be cut in half. That is exactly what the reverse stock split is going to do. Now, I could read you guys the Yahoo Finance article. What I could do is I'll link this down below so you guys can see for yourself exactly. A reverse stock split is a type of corporate action that reduces the number of outstanding shares. Obviously, it's just due to the price, the share price. It's due to the fact that the share price has fallen so much, and what Yieldmax wants to do is they want to get this back up relatively close to 20. Now, one thing that I do want to keep in mind is just because they do this reverse stock split doesn't mean if the share price goes up to 20, you're all of a sudden, back to whatever, like back to square one. No, you're still down the exact same amount because your shares have halved and the price has doubled. So you're still at the exact same amount. Just because the price goes from $9 to $18, you have had zero gain from the stock split. It still keeps it at a 0% gain. When doing the stock split, nothing really happens besides obviously the number of shares you have will be cut in half. I just want to make that extremely clear. Now, one thing to think about as well is if they double the price, now you have to look at your average cost per share. Currently in TSLY, with my 140 shares, this is before the stock split, you can see here that my average price is $12.84. Well, look, if this number of shares gets cut in half and then this price doubles, all of a sudden my average price is going to double. So if we have $12.84, go into our calculator here, 12.84, and you guys can do this for yourselves, by the way, too, as well. You can follow along with me. So now when they do this reverse stock split on February 26th, when Yieldmax price doubles to about Yieldmax Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF doubles to about $18.24, just judging off the current price, my break even is going to be $25.68. And your break even, whatever your average cost is going to double as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, we really expected this reverse stock split to happen. This wasn't any surprise. We knew that TSLY's share price was eroding over time. Obviously, this doesn't help that Tesla in the same year time frame has also been in a pretty significant downtrend, something that you don't want to see if you're investing in a cover call ETF or a synthetic cover call ETF like we see in the Yieldmax strategies. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that we can mention here. This kind of makes it simple. So your shares before, your shares after. You can see the ETF's NAV right here is going to double. Your investment's going to stay the same. But one thing that's interesting, the dividends are going to double as well. So with the double of the share price, you also have the double of the dividends. So in TSLY, if they were paying out, let's just go down here, roughly about 40 cents, this dividend will be doubled. It would be 80 cents. Or if they're paying out 55 cents, we're going to see $1.10 for our TSLY investment once again. So the dividends are going to be the exact same percent though, but you'll see them increase. You can see here the hypothetical dividend yield stays exactly the same. And once again, the performance of TSLY is based on the portfolio's holdings, which is the underlying stock. Tesla versus stock split has no impact on the portfolio's performance. So this was just a video to get you guys aware that TSLY will be doing a stock split. They announced this February 13th, and they will be doing the stock split on February 26th. I hope this kind of brought this to your attention. Of course, if you weren't aware, let me know what you guys think about this, your thoughts, if you think this is a good thing that Yieldmax is doing right now, or if they should have waited till TSLY's share price dropped even lower. You let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you if I can. And with all that, I hope you guys got a good sense of what is going to be happening here. Obviously, we'll see how everything plays out on the 26th, but we will go from there, and I will update you guys with anything else that I hear. Currently, Tesla's actually up about 6% on the day, and you can see Yieldmax about 4%, so not a bad day overall, pushing $9, so it's okay. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe. We're up to 4,123 subscribers. I want to say thank you guys for sticking around and enjoying this video, learning about the stock split of TSLY, and without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video.